Genki Call here with your Pridelands week, your campaign tasks, upcoming events for the week. And so, without any further ado, let's head right into the campaign tasks, which are for gold, get 45 red kills and get 30 Raksha kills. For silver, kill Ubistet twice, match 200 red gems in battle, win 3 dungeon battles, and use Sunspear class for 10 wins. Ubistet is not in the world event. You'll have to find him either in Pridelands or PvP. For bronze, use a polearm weapon for 3 wins, explore Pridelands 1 time at difficulty 5+, win 3 battles in a single arena run, earn 150 gold in battle, earn 4 glory in battle, that's PvP. Use the Proud Banner for 3 wins, craft 1 red summoning stone, complete 1 delve at level 60+, win 3 ranked PvP battles, and use a Pridelands team for 3 wins. Nothing too bad here. Not bad at all. So for your event keys, I will go over that in a moment. Let's first look at what we've got here. And that is Pridelands troops plus 10% to skills and giants. So if you find a giant from Pridelands, that's plus 20% to their skills this week. And then the new troop, the Ruby Giant, use it in PvP to get a bonus trait stone. Now the new troop you can get in the shop here under weekly event, but first let's head into resources, grab the spoils of war. Want to get this up to the max every week if possible. 10 event keys is a fantastic deal, so we're going to do that. And then we'll head over to weekly event. I recommend, even if you're low level, if you can afford it, buy more than 1 copy of this thing, because these trait stones are not easy to come by. They take a lot of grinding, and grinding is great and whatnot, but if you're desperately wanting to trait a troop, having those trait stones available is amazing. Also, if you're able to get multiple copies, if you can get it up to mythic every week, that would be great, because that means that you'll have a guaranteed level 20 troop for the kingdom that it is from when you need it for your power levels, and that is very valuable. Plus you get all of the pretty stuff. Ah, bonus. All right. So let's go into Pridelands, and I will show you what you can get with your event keys this week. Oh, I need another pet. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm working on Intrigit's Palace. We're going there tomorrow. Right, troops. What you cannot get with your, hold on. Let me sort by base rarity, show all, because I'm missing a mythic. I'm missing Ubistet. Why? I want him! Anyway. You will not be able to get Indrajit, Hellclaw Warrior, let's see, the other ones are Hellclaw Mage, and the last one you won't be able to get is Hellclaw Hunter. These troops are all from Indrajit's Palace, and you have to get them with your Chaos Shards down in the Underworld from Indrajit's Palace. Let me make sure there's nothing else here. Okay, cool. So, what you can get with your event keys. These are the 3 mythics. Leo... I tried using him on during not PvP, sorry, team building roulette, and he's just so underwhelming. I wouldn't go for him specifically unless you just have to have him for your power levels here. Ubistet, though. Ubistet does damage to the 2 weakest enemies, boosted by all ally and enemy attack. And if one of the enemies dies, kill the other one. There are only 2 troops that players can have that can block that lethal damage, and those are the Leonis Tower and Enraged Kurandara. Everything else is susceptible to that lethal damage. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. And I want him. I want him, but I can't have him right now. So, that's always nice too. Extra attack and magic at the start of every turn. The magic affects this purple number here. Every time your magic goes up, this purple number increases. Umanath. I like Umanath too. Damage to an enemy boosted by all of their skills. If the enemy dies, gain 10 attack and create 12 skulls. Now, she's kind of like Zolgoth in that respect, but this is one that you run at the front of the team because she hunters marks enemies when doing skull damage, which makes her do double damage from skull gems. Oh, so nice. So much damage. And she has a chance to dodge skull damage, so yes. Even if some of those skulls backfire, she might dodge the attack. So really like this troop. Just haven't used her much at this point. Also, for legendaries, we have Behemoth that does damage to all enemies and destroys 12 gems. I like him for the underworld. I don't use him much besides that, but he's good for quick delves. He does gain 10 life on 4+ gem matches, which is amazing, and immune to all status effects, which is also nice, of course. Sekma, I believe, is underrated. She is one of the double converters that does skulls, blue gems to skulls, brown gems to yellow, and does damage to an enemy, boosted by all other allies' magic. She's really a good troop. She's really, really a good troop. Um, yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's underrated. Finley, I think Finley is the troop that we get here for completing the storyline, if I'm recalling correctly. Transform all skulls to gems of a chosen color. So, actually quite useful. I never use him, but that's because I forgot that he exists. But what it means is that if the board is full of skulls and you can make a match and you're not going to be able to void skull damage in return, you can just transform them all into mana for your team, and you don't have to worry about getting hit by those skulls. So that's actually quite useful against a skull spamming team. He's immune to silence, which is nice. He'll get you bonus gold, which is also very nice, and he gains gold. So actually not a bad troop. Hellclaw Ranger. This one. Damage to an enemy. If they're an elemental, deal triple damage. And if they die, enrage. Ah, 20% chance to dodge skull damage. Also become enraged when any enemy dies. So, and double skull damage versus elementals. This is really amazing to take into Nexus or to fight an elemental team anywhere. I also forgot that this troop exists. It's really, that's a lot of damage versus elementals. Can't get Kartek. She is our siege breaker. That means this is for the towers. This includes Leonis Tower and the towers from the invasion events. 3 to 5 times damage based on ascensions. What that means is that at base rarity, she'll do 3 times the damage, and at mythic level, she'll do 5 times, legendary 4 times. So, yeah, she's actually pretty nice in arena as well, but you don't have to own her to use her in arena. Leocorn. Create 3 wild cards. If an ally besides itself is enchanted, gain an extra turn. Then enchant a random ally. And I just think there are too many variables with this troop personally, but that's my personal preference. The Night Slayer is our God Slayer. This is just like the Siege Breakers, only it's for troops like Zul'Goth. Anything with a red border, the dungeon bosses, all of the new gem dragons, Enraged Kurandara, Tyr Ascended, Scroll Reborn, all of those will do this 3 to 5 times damage. Da-dum-da, Salamander. Damage to an enemy and burn them. Eh, it's okay. This one, he's really not great, but he does get you some mana if you have no other choice of mana generation. For instance, when we're doing a Pridelands week, he's a choice, but he does give attack to allies above him and magic to allies below him. So you put him second on the team, and your tank will get more attack, and then everything below hopefully will do spell damage and do extra damage from that. So get a little tiny bit of mana gen along with that, and that. Shadow Hunter is amazing. She is amazing when you're fighting high level enemies. So she's going to be really good in this week's event because this is boosted by all enemy life and it's a 3-to-1 ratio. But when you're fighting something that has 200 life, a whole team of things that have 200 life, this she can one shot really easily. If you've ever been killed by her, you know how powerful she can be. Um, and then also gets this bonus blue mana from blue gem matches. That means an extra blue gem for every gem match you make. Stone Shaker, um, also a siege breaker. And actually, I believe my preferred siege breaker for this place because of the explosion of the brown gems, because you get mana generation out of it, and I love that. Ah, siege breakers. All right, next up, the Ruby Giant, the new troop we just got. Damage to an enemy, then convert 5 blue gems to red giant gems. That could be fun. Also create a red giant gem when I take skull damage. It's perfect for running at the front of the team because it has skull damage reduction as well. You know, it's kind of risky because it's going to be creating these giant gems and they could backfire on you, but at the same time, it could be fun. It could be fun. So let's get this guy. Bear with me while I upgrade my troops here. Dee, 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 dee. And all right, we'll just go ahead and do that. Ciao! I have plenty of souls. I have almost 7 million souls. Wow. Next up, we have the Chimera. Damage to one enemy, then poisons and burns them. Good in arena for the poison. Uh, Not much else to say. Claw Dancer does a range of damage to one enemy. If they die, gain an extra turn. Again, good for arena, and the only really redeeming trait here for, unless you're low level, is the 75% mana start, which is nice. The chance to dodge skull damage is also nice. The combination of stealthy and agile is weird, but you know. Can't get Raksha Free Blood. She's actually a very good mana generator if you have some gold, because she's going to explode gems when you have gold. But that's the point. You've got to have some gold for her to do anything. But she does do some damage as well. And she is greedy, so she gains bonus gold in 4 or 5 gem matches. So that helps. Rakshanan is another one that is amazing from Pridelands, that is great for high level delves, high level events, anything where something is way higher level than you, because this is boosted by their current life. So if they have 200 life, you're going to get an extra 100 damage. Whatever half of their life is, that's going to be added to his attack. So he's pretty amazing. He's also stealthy. He's immune to silence. Starts battles with 50% mana. He's really, really good on high level battles. Spell Paw converts blue gems to red. Really good for red mana generation if you don't have any other way to get the red mana, like in an event for Pridelands. And also gives armor and barrier to the strongest ally. Spirit Mane gives an ally attack and 2 magic, double the effect of the ally as a Raksha. That's on a Raksha team. That's a lot of extra attack and 4 magic. So yay! Also has the fire link, which is super nice. Alright, let's see what else we've got. Tuskar. Damage to an enemy boosted by my life with a 2-to-1 ratio. So that's going to be, for me, significant. 50, 65, an extra 65 damage. Unless he gets hurt, in which case he's not going to do the boost. So he does gain 1 life on 4+ gem matches. Half main. This one is good for bounty. Damage to an enemy if the enemy's attack is greater, deal double damage. When I was lower level, for those level 20 bounty fights, I liked to use half main as an alternative to using true damage, because that double damage was really nice. I'm too high level to have My attack is higher than the enemy's now at level 20, so I can't use him anymore, but he is a nice alternative and something different. He also starts with 75% mana, which is nice. I keep saying which is nice, but it's also nice. Rex Warrior. Cleanse myself, deal damage to an enemy. If they die, gain 4 attack. It means, I suppose if you're running against something with Elementalist, it would be nice. Or something that does a lot of status effects. Da-da-da. Rift Links. This is a really good one to have for bounty. This is one of the true damage ones that's nice to run with Tagraki Warrior. True damage to an enemy, knock them to the last position, and can't be targeted by spell. So Rift Links is one I like to use in bounty when I'm going the true damage route. Sabretooth, damage to an enemy. If the enemy dies, gain 5 magic. Amazing in arena. Otherwise, it's okay. Bandit, you see the plus on here? Don't fully trade this guy. Don't fully trade him. And I think I did a video on why you should not, but you do not want this troop to be stealthy. If you want to know more about it, let me know in the comments below and I'll let you know. But damage to an enemy and steal some gold. This guy is a summons for Thief class and Corsair, I believe, and maybe some other classes as well. And so, yeah, he's a summons. That's the reason you're going to want to have him, so that you can get him leveled up so you don't have a low-level summons. Come on, I'm clicking. I'm clicking Pride Hunter. Damage to an enemy, to the first enemy, and silence them. That's pretty nice. If you're lower level, that could be super, super helpful. You know, if you don't have the higher level troops is what I mean. And then Sunsail disease, that means that it halves the mana that a troop gets. So if they were about to get 4 mana from something, they'll only get 2. And then transform all yellow gems to brown to boost the effect. So there's a little bit of extra damage off of that. Plus you've got the stone link. Actually not a bad troop for a common. And the Troubadour. Choose an ally, create 10 gems of one of their mana colors. You don't get to pick it. And then summon a light storm at the start of battle. So that's what we've got from your event keys this week. Is there anything amazing in here that you want? Well, that's entirely up to you. You know, I really like some of these troops, but you may want to save your event keys for another week. That's totally personal preference. So I think, no, we're not quite done yet. I did mention that tomorrow we are going to Indrajit's Palace. This is Shadowhunter's Hawk, which just came into the game not too long ago with a recent update. It literally boosts Shadowhunter, which is a really good troop. We already went over that. Oh my gosh, what's the weekend event? I don't even know. I forgot to look. Oh no. The class trial is Sunspear. And oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot to look up what the weekend event is. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'll look it up. Hold on. I have been remiss. Hold on. Taran's World, help me. Weekly events. I'm taking care of it, sweetie. Thank you. All right. So this weekend, let's see. Oh, it's Invasion. We have the Tower event this weekend, and it is for Drakzoom troops, not Pridelands. So anyway, that's what we've got for this week. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I will be back with you soon. And if you're still listening, I need a couple more members for my guild. So if you'd like to join me in my guild, let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.